Imagine having a personal shopping assistant who could find the perfect deal, scope out your wish list items, and maybe even make it all safer too. Well, the future of shopping is here, and it's smarter, faster, and way more fun than you think. Our next guest is here to tell us about the latest tech that's aiming to meet your checkout goals. Let's welcome the global head of consumer products for Visa. We have Mark Nelson. Good to have you on the show, Mark.
Hi, Desiree. Thanks for having me here.
Hi, Mark. So, Mark, what role will artificial intelligence play in the way we find and buy the products that we want?
Well, right now, millions of consumers are using AI to find things, but it stops at completing a purchase. And that's because payments are complicated and it requires a lot of trust and security. And that's really Visa's specialty. And so we recently launched a new product called Visa Intelligent Commerce, and it allows AI agents to browse, to select, and to purchase on your behalf. And to pull this off, we partnered with some top AI and technology companies like OpenAI, Perplexity, Microsoft, and many more to put payments into their platform itself.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, this sounds amazing. How else would you say online shopping is changing?
Well, let me give you an example. I mean, today, if you wanted to buy a ticket for a popular concert, you would have to go online and try to buy that ticket. But imagine if you could just give an agent the ability to search for this on your behalf, and you could give it parameters. You could say, I want 2 tickets, this is my budget, this is where I'd like to sit, and the agent goes off and does that heavy lifting.
Wow.
And if it finds a match, it can come back to you and simply say, do you want me to purchase this? And you can just say yes. And it just seamlessly happens. And so we really see this as the next wave of transformation. And Visa is at the center building the technology to give consumers that ability to have that control, but still have payments be incredibly safe and secure.
I love that. You literally gave a scenario of exactly what I do. When I'm looking for concert tickets, I'm trying to find the different sites to see who has the best deal, but knowing that AI could do that on its own, simplify the process for me, that sounds amazing. What are some other coming innovations?
Yeah, we see breakthroughs beyond just AI, and one of the latest was on our flexible credential, and this is really an innovation for the card itself. Historically, when you get a payment card from your bank, it can do one thing. It could be a debit card that pulls from your bank account, or it could be a credit card that pulls from your line of credit, but this flexible credential, it allows you to program it to do what you want. So you could say, hey, if it's under $100, just pay for it now, put it on my bank account. If it's over $100, pay for it on my credit line, or maybe my next transaction is going to be it's a bigger purchase. Maybe it's purchasing those tickets for the concert. You could say, hey, I want my next transaction to be installments, so you could pay for it over time. But it just allows the consumer the ability and flexibility to program that credential to do really however you want it to be paid.
Oh, wow. Okay. And I mean, with this, change sometimes makes people nervous. I remember when we were told, hey, you don't even need to have a physical credit card anymore. It can be accessed through your phone. Now we're all using it. But at the early stages, there was some hesitation. So how will all of these innovations that you mentioned impact security?
It really does all start with trust. And at Visa, we have decades of experience that we're bringing to these AI breakthroughs. And we will just make sure that every transaction has that same level of security, privacy, so that consumers have the confidence to embrace these technologies on their own terms, but still have the confidence that they will have as much security in this as possible.
That's good to know. And then do you have any other innovations for consumers and businesses that you can share?
I mean, we're continuously developing ways to simplify e-commerce and make it more secure and make it more convenient. And so, like, we have our AI technology that we're building out, but we have a number of things that we're always working on. And so, all with that goal of just helping us all transition to this digital commerce environment in a nice, seamless way.
All righty. I'm looking forward to seeing the more that's to come. Mark, thank you so much for joining us. And to our viewers, you can find out more by heading to visa.com.